Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul and this is my channel, Tech and Travel. So, you may have seen a few days ago that I took delivery of a 65-inch C9 OLED from LG. I've got it on loan for a couple of weeks thanks to the guys at box.co.uk. And yeah, I unboxed it, showed you guys around the TV, and I've been reading your comments over the last few days. And I've picked up on a few that I thought I'd make a few videos about. So the first thing I want to highlight is a video on the daytime brightness and reflections of the TV. So I'm in a nice real world situation. As you can see, this is my own lounge here. We've got the TV up on the wall. And, you know, we're a daytime scenario. And, you know, I thought I'd do it for you guys now and give you some, you know, real world usage of the TV in this sort of, you know, average sort of condition, you know, not in a showroom sort of thing where it's all darkened and things like that, but, you know, really sort of pushing it through its paces. So let's crack on with the video. So before I start, I've just got to say a quick thanks to the guys at box.co.uk once again for sending me the OLED to try out, and also this wonderful soundbar which I'll be unboxing next couple of days for you guys and doing some tests on that. There's some links to them in the description where you'll find some exclusive offers for you guys who are viewers to the channel. So anyway, getting on with the video now. I'll start off with the TV completely off and, you know, show you real world conditions like I said again. So there's me in the reflection there. Coming round to the other side. And finally around this way. As you can see, when it's like that, you know, in all fairness, it looks like a mirror. I've got to say, my phone does seem to be emphasising it worse than it actually is. But, you know, that's what I'm dealing with, I suppose. So that's the way it is. And, yeah, this is a south-facing window. I'm in the UK, so it's sort of a typical UK British summertime day. It's not completely cloudy, it's not completely sunny, it's just, you know, a bit of both. Typical British weather, really. So yeah, south facing, and the TV is on the northeast west wall of the house. So give you a bit of an idea of what the setup is like, so what it might be like in your own room. So what I'll do now, I'll fire up the TV, put a bit of content on, and we'll have a look around from various angles at how bright it is and what the reflections are like. But just please bear in mind that I'm limited to what I can actually show due to copyright reasons, because if I show anything that's copywritten, YouTube will just completely pull this video and it'd be no good to anyone. Right, let's crack on. Right, so we're starting off with one of my very own videos. This is 1080p content and it is non-HDR, so, you know, average sort of stuff here. And just to prove it to you guys, I am on the standard picture settings, which I'll just show you now. So I'll do a long press. There you go, standard. And what I'll do, I'll even go down and reset it just to prove this is like standard how it comes out of the box. So I'm not emphasizing anything, like not brightening it up to make it look any better than what it is. So we're turning away from the window now. That is the window right there. So as you can see, that all looks good there. Let's have a look around the side just to show you what the viewing angles are like in bright daytime conditions. Now you can see a bit of a reflection of that, just a bit there. You know, you've got to really sort of look for it, or it's only on the darker areas. But, you know, I'm going to be totally honest about it. I'm not going to hide anything from you guys. I'm going to sit in my normal seating position right here. And, yeah, that to me, that looks fine. Absolutely fine. I think if there's going to be any problems when we move around the other side. So let's go around this side. So now we're starting to pick up some reflections from the windows. Again, I'll just show you there. It is, as you can see, it's pretty bright coming through there, even though it's not the brightest day out there, you know, it's still south facing. So yeah, as you can see, is affecting it a bit there, but then all TVs suffer with reflection really. So yeah, at an acute angle like that, with south facing windows bouncing off it like that, that's a problem maybe. And if you've got it facing directly onto a south facing window, again, you know, you might suffer some reflections. I'll just move back a bit more into the room here to give you an idea again. Again, I'm still seeing some reflections there. But personally, our normal view, and this is our sort of seat layout in here, and yeah, it's not an issue for where we sit. And I think the brightness on that is, personally, I think that's more than good enough. It's, you know, not concentrating on the reflections from it, just looking at the brightness of it. Like I said, as you can see, you know, the camera's having to re-expose itself there because it's that bright out there. And yeah, I'm seeing that absolutely fine. Not an issue whatsoever. So what I think I'll do now is fire up a bit of HDR content and see how that looks. Right, here we are with some HDR content, which is confirmed by the logo up in the top right hand corner. So again, these are standard HDR settings, which I will show you once again, just as proof. So we go standard picture mode. I'll scroll down, I'll even reset that once again. There we go. So that's all back to your standard out of the box standard settings. And this is HDR 4K content. I've not got the volume up at the moment. Again, could be a copyright issue. So yeah, looking good. Cheeky little monkey. Nice and bright. Let's move round. Oh, that is well vivid, that is. Moving around to the side. So, looks bright to me. Reflections again there. So we are, even with the HDR, we are still picking some up, you know, when it's very bright like that. Not at all. Back to my usual seating position. Again, that looks very, very vivid and bright. You can see that that is HDR. Again, got the window there. Yeah, no problems whatsoever viewing this. Yeah, that looks gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So we'll move around to the side a bit here. Again, we are picking up those reflections there at this acute angle. We go in even further, as you can see there. And move back slightly to get an overall effect from standing in the corner. Again, bit of reflection there. But the brightness, yeah, I think that's great, more than adequate. Please let me know what you guys think. You know, drop a comment below. So what I think I'll do now we've looked at some HDR content that's a bit brighter, what I think I'll do is fire up some HDR stuff again, but it's generally darker HDR content, if that makes sense, some sort of like nighttime scene, something like that, and see how the reflections are with that. Okay, we're on now a dark piece of footage. Again, HDR once again on this one. So just do a long press and prove it to you guys there. We go standard again. Just click on it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's great, that does. But again, in this, with being so dark, we might see some more reflections now. So yeah, that's coming through, as you can see. You can see all up the top there a lot easier. But overall, brightness again, I know it's HDR content, is more than adequate. And the reflections a bit worse. Sit in this seat position again. Overall, I think it's acceptable, to be honest. I've definitely seen worse, that's for sure. And like I said, we don't generally have an issue. I mean, if we were sat this side of the room with a sofa, yes, it might be a bit of a problem. Again, what I'm seeing with my eyes is a lot better than what's come through on the camera. It seems to be a lot worse. It seems to be emphasising those reflections quite a bit more. But yeah, brightness again, daytime viewing, that's fine. And what I do, to be fair again, I'll fire up another piece of just 1080p content that's, not brighter again, and, give it a fair sort of crack. Again, sort of content that you guys would probably more likely watch at home. Most people don't sit there watching 4K HDR stuff all day. So yeah, 1080p content, I think that's more than fair enough to display a bit more of that. Right, so once again, a 1080p piece of content, again, one of mine. I just proved to you guys here that it's just the standard settings again, as you can see, standard picture settings, non-HDR. And this isn't the brightest bit of footage either, because it was shot inside in the, I think it was in the evening, that. Show you how thin that TV is again. And yeah, so come around the side, looks pretty good like that. It doesn't really wash out or anything. Again, the camera doesn't do it justice, because it does on the camera look a bit sort of washed out, but again, to my eyes, it's absolutely perfect. If you guys don't believe me, please go to a store and just check one of these TVs out. So reflections from this angle, yep, look good. Just to prove again, it's a south facing bright window. Sit in my usual position again. Again, more than bright enough. Look at that. Who can say that is, OLEDs ain't bright enough, really? They must be blind, quite frankly. I really don't get it. Yes, there's TVs that are brighter out there, but that ain't dim. That is not a dim picture. You can see that. You can see the colours on it. It's, like I said, it's shot at night indoors, this. So it's not, it's not like it's even an outdoor sunny sort of image I'm putting on the TV here. It's an average scene, I'd say. So coming around the side, once again, yeah, we are getting those reflections. Hope you guys appreciate about my honesty. I want to be truthful with you guys about any product that I get. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for anyone. That ain't what I'm about with this channel. Again, still got there a bit, but that brightness, yeah, I'll just show you the window there to show you that it is bright out. Yeah, I think that's more than adequate. Here we go. So, there you have it then, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, and if you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Once again, got to give a massive thanks to the guys at box.co.uk for sending me the TV to try it for a couple of weeks, and the soundbar to keep as well. I'm going to be unboxing that, like I said, coming soon. And yeah, if you guys are looking for a new OLED, then please go and check out the deals that they've got. I've got a link in the descriptions for some exclusive offers for you guys. And if you guys have got any ideas of content that you'd like to see, again, with a soundbar or with this TV that you'd like me to cover, then please leave a comment below. And, I'll try my best to sort of fulfill your needs. So, yeah, and if you would like to be informed of any more sort of content that's coming up, hit that subscribe button. So anyway, thanks very much for joining me, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.